Welcome to StriveScan College Launchpad. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today to share more about their school and their business program. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Christy, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening this week, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/launch. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Marietta College.
Hi, everybody. Let me share my screen here really quickly. Okay, so my name is Katie Creighton, and I'm the Director of Admission here at Marietta College. And I'm really excited to share with you a lot of different things about our business program. So I know that a lot of people might not know where Marietta College is, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you all the great things. We are located in beautiful Southeast Ohio, so right along the Ohio and Muskingum River. So really kind of as you get into the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, that's where Marietta College is. We're a small private liberal arts school with about 1,200 students total. And this is kind of a beautiful overview of our campus, just so you can kind of see architecturally what it looks like. So diving into our business offerings, you know, for a smaller school, 1,200 students, we do have a handful of different business majors. So anything from accounting to sport management, supply chain management, international business. If you have a passion and desire to follow a business career, we probably have a major for you to get you on that track. Some things I do want to highlight are some of our recent alumni. I was actually Ashley's admission counselor. She graduated in 2020. She's from a small town in Indiana. And majored in public accounting and finance at Marietta. And through our Career Center, got connected with some of our alumni. Had a really great internship at Plant Moran her junior year. And at the start of her senior year was offered a full-time position. So it was kind of nice. Her whole senior year, she knew she had a job once graduation rolled around. I do want to highlight our Career Center because they are so awesome at finding students opportunities to get internships, get connected with our Long Blue Line, which is our alumni network. And we also have a career closet. So if you don't have any business attire, if you need to snag a blazer, some slacks, something like that to go to an interview, we can help you out there too. So Ashley did a really great job of utilizing those resources and landing an incredible job right out of graduation. Another student that I want to highlight, I was also Gavin's admission counselor. He's from an itty bitty town in Ohio and worked with our sport management program, graduated the Bachelor of Arts in Sport Management. And he's now in the top graduate program in the country for sport administration. And it was really through doing so many different shadowing and internship opportunities through Marietta that he landed that. He's a great student. He was able to intern at professional tennis tournaments over his sophomore and junior year summer, interned at the Boca Raton Bowl down in Florida in December. Who doesn't want to be in Florida in the winter? I know us in the Midwest are really getting excited for potentially some warmer weather, but Gavin really utilized the opportunities for experiential learning to land you know, a spot in his dream graduate school. So I think there's definitely a myth that a small school means small opportunities. And I think it honestly means just quicker access to really great resources like our Career Center, like getting those internships as early as your sophomore year. So just wanted to highlight Ashley and Gavin because they've done some really cool things and are some of our recent alum. Outside of our academic majors, we do have some really cool ways to get involved within the business program. One would be PIO Biz. We are the pioneers, so that's kind of where the PIO Biz comes from. And it's really our version of Shark Tank. So if you have a business idea, if you see maybe a problem in your community and you want to work towards a solution, I really recommend students, participate in the PIO Biz program. It basically kind of accumulates to a 40-minute presentation at the very end of their year, where they present to our board with their business plan, and you can actually win up to $10,000 to start your own business or to make your idea come to life. Fifth Street Consulting is where students actually act as a consulting firm and partner with different organizations in the community and help them figure out problems and solutions and create surveys and truly get some really neat consulting experience as college students. I put Marietta Education Abroad because we have students do internships abroad all the time. We have a student named Emily who graduated last year or is graduating this year, who did a marketing and advertising and public relation internship in Barcelona. It was an 8-week experience, and she worked with a local nonprofit in Barcelona, Spain, called the Barcelona Beach Club. So again, not, leading into that myth that small schools mean small opportunities. If you want to have an internship abroad, we're happy to help you figure that out and get you connected. Last thing I want to mention is our Next Gen program. This program is really cool. It's our nonprofit leadership and board governance kind of organization where students can sit on different boards of nonprofits throughout the community, learn what it takes to really run an organization and see how the decision-making process works. So I think our students really benefit for some of these opportunities. Students should know that we are rolling admission. So if you're a senior, if you're a sophomore, if you're a junior, if you're in 8th grade, you're thinking about college, Marietta College goes with the rolling admission plan, which means we start admitting students in September of your senior year, and do it throughout the rest of the year. Basically, once we get that application and transcripts, it takes us about a week to let you know your decision and let you know what scholarships you are eligible for. We would love to have you on campus. Like I said, we are in beautiful Southeast Ohio. We have visit days specifically for certain majors, so you can meet with business faculty, learn about different organizations. So here's our general contact information. If you want to give us a call, shoot us an email, we'd be happy to set up a visit for you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Next, we will have Xavier.
All right, well, thank you very much. And I'm very excited to speak with you all this evening. My name is Haley Wolf, and I'm an Assistant Director of Admission at Xavier University. And I will be speaking to you tonight about the Williams College of Business on campus. So here at Xavier University, sorry, my goodness, having trouble with the PowerPoint tonight. Here at Xavier University, first and foremost, just to kind of dive into who we are as a school, we are a medium-sized Jesuit Catholic university located about 10 minutes north of the city of Cincinnati. So we really do have the benefit of having our own closed campus feel. As you can see in the top left corner, lots of green space on our campus. So you really feel like you have that kind of that community on campus. We're very much known for that sense of Xavier family and connection. But then, of course, 10 minutes down the road, you do also have a burgeoning metropolis. We have 7 Fortune 500 companies here in Cincinnati, the big 4 accounting firms. And if you want to do, other activities like go to a Reds game, a Bengals game, maybe take in a Broadway show, it really also affords you with that opportunity too. At Xavier, we have the benefit of having small class sizes. We have just about 5,200 students on our campus right now for undergrad, so you're not going to see any lecture halls. It's all going to be class sizes of about 21, 25 students. And then you'll also have the opportunity to go to big school events like our Division I basketball games, where we compete in the Big East Conference. So really something for everyone at Xavier in the overall student life experience. At Xavier, business is definitely a huge draw for students. I'd say aside from health sciences, business is one of the main things that we are increasingly known for, both in the Midwest as well as nationally. You can see that there's a list of majors and minors on our screen here, and we do also have some unique programs in sports marketing, sports management, as well as programs like health services administration, which feature a heavy business core, but are a little bit more focused on other particular applications of that skill set. If you're looking for a little bit of an extra challenge in your curriculum in the business school, we do also offer our Smith Scholars Program, which is an honors program where you can participate in some really fun trips. We have a trip called Muskies on Wall Street, where our students travel to New York City. They tour the New York Stock Exchange, Goldman Sachs, a number of other great startup businesses that have been on Shark Tank also on there. They go to San Francisco and tour Google and Visa. So a lot of great opportunities to travel through that program, to get a study abroad stipend that you can use as well, and ultimately just really continue to dive deeper into those professional development opportunities. If you're looking to get your master's in business administration, we do also offer a 5-year program for students who might be interested in that as well. Experiential learning is going to be huge at Xavier. We're not into what my chemistry teacher in high school would call regurgitative learning. You know, we really want you to be learning hands-on, doing projects, really seeing how you're going to be applying those skills that you're going to be, you know, participating in the field one day. So a number of different ways that you can see this in our classroom. Really, the companies in the Xavier area use Xavier students in our classrooms as kind of a think tank. So Kroger will come in and to our Marketing 300 level classes and offer opportunities for students to pitch new ideas for product lines. A couple of years ago, we had 2 students that actually pitched a new ice cream flavor called Unicorn Swirl, averaging about $1 million in annual sales now, and that was something they can put on their resume. We have opportunities for them to engage in the community as well. Our digital marketing agency works with social media from small businesses in the area. Our accounting students will help folks in the area do their taxes through our VITA program. I know Katie beforehand mentioned, you know, Shark Tank. We also offer kind of a similar experience. We offer opportunities for our students to pitch their own small business ideas. The winner at Xavier will then go on to compete in the Big East tournament in New York City, actually right before the Big East tournament goes on in the beginning of, or mid-March, I guess that would be. So a lot of great ways to have that hands-on experience. And the D'Artagnan Capital Fund on campus is also a great example of that. It's a senior capstone level class where our students have the opportunity to be managers or analysts in 40 different accounts that we have, trading the $6 million endowment at Xavier in 20 large cap equities like Target, like Amazon, like Apple. So a lot of great ways to be able to, again, have hands-on experience in your particular programs. Professional development opportunities are also ample at Xavier. So whether it's our fall and spring career fairs, we'll frequently bring on, again, major Fortune 500 companies, Big 4 accounting firms, as well as a number of other smaller or mid-sized companies that we do offer in the area of Cincinnati. Our groups like American Marketing Association and other ones listed here will also bring in speakers so that you can continue to have professional development opportunities. Something that is unique about Xavier as well is that by nature of the fact that we're a Jesuit Catholic institution, we not only give you access to our alumni network, which is over 75,000 strong, but you have access to the connections of all the other Jesuit schools across the country. These would include schools like Fordham, Georgetown, Boston College, Loyola Chicago, which just continues to open the doors for our students when they get out into the real world. Finally, you know, talking a little bit about Cincinnati, these are some of the companies where our students have done internships, have gone on to have postgraduate employment opportunities. So you can see companies like Kroger, GE, Procter & Gamble, certainly the Reds and the Bengals being some other fun ones as well. And we do a really great job of taking seriously that preparation from day one to lead to our 98% success rate in rolling out. That's pretty much the end of my time tonight, but if you do have any other questions about the application process or want to come pay us a visit, definitely you can go on to xavier.edu/visit or send me an email at the email listed on the screen. But thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we will have the University of Cincinnati.
Good evening, everyone. Going to share my screen with you. Give me just 1 second. Did that work for everyone? No?
No.
Wait a minute. Hang on 1 second. Let's try this again. What about now? Yes?
Yes, that
Sorry
worked.
about that. So thanks for joining, everyone. My name is Kendra Dewberry. I'm one of the assistant directors in the Office of Admission in the Lindner College of Business at the University of Cincinnati. And we are really excited to share with you some of the wonderful opportunities we have available to you. So the Lindner College of Business is at the University of Cincinnati. We are a large, diverse, public research one university in an urban setting that has all the amenities you would want at a larger school. We have about 46,000 students total across all three of our campuses, but absolutely a tight-knit sense of community where you're going to meet people every day. What really sets the University of Cincinnati's Lindner College of Business apart are our 5 points of distinction. You can find individually some of these points at a number of schools, but nowhere will you find the combination of these 5. And so I'll briefly talk about all of them, but they are the problem-solving mindset, flexibility, experience-based learning, community, and the city of Cincinnati. So as far as our first point, our students are going to have a problem-solving mindset. You're going to, from day one, be admitted directly to the College of Business, hopefully. We are a direct admit institution, and our students are taking classes in their major their first year. We have 13 majors that fall into one of the 4 categories that you're going to see on the screen. So we have our Bachelor's of Business Administration, we have a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, which is a true Bachelor of Arts program, and then we have 2 Bachelor of Science programs, one in Business Analytics and one in Industrial Management. Our students their first year are in learning communities, 20 to 25 students in each community, so you have a social and academic network built in that first year. You're going to have your business pathway class, which gives you an introduction to all 13 majors so that you're making an informed decision on if the program you've selected is right for you. And if it's not, you can change that, or you can easily add another one on. And then you're going to have fast track projects where you're working with large Fortune 500 companies, you're working with local nonprofits, as well as local startups and entrepreneurial efforts. So you are able your first year to say that you have real world experience without even having a co-op, without even setting foot outside the classroom. Our second point of distinction is going to allow you to take learning into your own hands. Your learning is going to be personal. So all of our students have academic advisors, but they also are going to have a career coach to guide them through based on the major they have. And if you have multiple majors, you will have more than one career coach to help you with that process. They are helping you search for professional experiences like your co-ops. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. They'll help you figure out what the right career path is for you. And then they tie into other opportunities. So our Lindner International Programs Office is here to assist you with study abroad. You can find career coaching and study abroad programs at the university level as far as support, but the Lindner College of Business so strongly believes in our students having these opportunities from day one that we have our own offices within the academic college to further support you in that endeavor. Next up is going to be experiential learning. People may know UC for co-ops. We created co-op in 1906, so we have a really long history and tradition of that. It's part of our DNA and who we are. In the Lindner College of Business, co-ops are not required, but they are highly encouraged, and that can happen in a variety of capacities, but we really encourage our students to get that real-world hands-on experience. Average earnings across campus per semester for co-ops are about $10,000. You could have 1 co-op semester, you could have 5 rotations of co-op, you could do it full-time, you can do that part-time in the city of Cincinnati, anywhere across the country or internationally. The screen you see is a variety of logos. Some of those you're going to be very familiar with. Some of them you might not know as well. And these are not at all exhaustive, but a really good sampling of where our students have had co-op experiences throughout the years. So no matter what you're looking for, a company large or small, local, international, or domestic, you have that opportunity to have that hands-on experience as a Lindner student, again, in your own backyard, part-time, full-time, or international. As far as our community in Lindner, highly supportive. There's a lot of student collaboration that happens on campus, but students are at the center of what we do. So when faculty and staff are creating programs, making changes, we always consider what is best for our students. Then we have alumni connections of over 40,000 strong to help students have a wonderful experience inside and outside the classroom. Our alumni are fiercely passionate. They had wonderful experiences at Lindner, and they want the next generation of Bearcats to have the same thing. We also have our Inclusive Excellence Office, which is there to make sure that students from a variety of backgrounds have opportunities to be connected. We have Lindner Women in Business, which connects our women to powerful leaders in their areas. They have plenty of workshops and different presentations going on to make sure students are in the know and connected to those women inside Lindner and outside Lindner. We have PAL, which is Pride at Lindner, to help and foster a sense of community for our LGBTQ students and allies at the University of Cincinnati, within the city and beyond. And then we have Business Fellows for our historically underrepresented students as far as race and ethnicity, to make sure that they're connected to a variety of opportunities that they have historically been excluded from, making sure they have mentors and opportunities outside of the College of Business. Last but not least, we have the city of Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a launch pad. There's so much going on. It's been named one of the top 5 places for young people and for recent graduates. One fun fact about UC is we have more Fortune 500 companies per capita than New York, LA, Chicago, or Boston. So everything you want to do is available in Cincinnati, but we'll connect you to what's beyond that. I mentioned we're a direct admit school, but if you need help, if you need anything, that's our email address. We have a small but mighty team of 4 who is here to help you throughout your process. Thanks so much and have a good evening, y'all.
Thank you. Next, we will have Purdue University, Fort Wayne.
Here, I swear, I'm here. All right, give me 1 sec. Cool. So, hi everybody. My name is Buck Jordan. I'm the director of the Dormer School of Business Student Success Center. My little spiel is not necessarily an admission spiel, so you'll have to excuse me for that. Purdue University Fort Wayne is a regional campus of Purdue University that's located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and is about 10,000 students in total. And in the School of Business, there's about 1,000 students. So I wanted to share with you 6 things you need to know about business at Purdue University Fort Wayne. We are the mastodon, so you'll see a bunch of woolly mammoth, but not woolly mammoth type things on our campus. So the first thing that you should know is that there's a lot of acronyms at Purdue University Fort Wayne, or PFW for short, and DSB stands out from the rest of the programs. We have a new building that we are expanding the campus at Purdue University Fort Wayne, our footprint, to give our students a better business experience inside and outside of the classroom. So our new building is kind of like a show point for our campus, and we're very proud to help expand the university. We are one of the only AACSB institutions in Indiana, and the only one in the region for business schools in Northeast Indiana. So students would have to travel to Notre Dame a couple hours away or an hour away to Ball State to get a similar education in business. I wanted to show you a couple of pictures of our business students in action. And this is at our latest career fair that we had. And our business connections within the Fort Wayne area is very, very tight. A lot of students come to school here and stay in Northeast Indiana. And we kind of cater to those students that are wanting to stay close to home and but willing to have experience to spread their wings outside of our area. So the fourth thing that you should know about our program is that we are using a program called Passport to Success to help our students develop inside of their education or alongside their education. Passport to Success is a points-based system that we encourage our students to do anything and everything from campus events and participating in clubs to internships and co-ops if the students feel like. So we really pride ourselves in bringing in our visitors to campus so that our students can expand their experience outside the classroom. We have small class size at PFW. Most of our classes are no more than 30 students if they fill that point. I wanted to show you one of our large lecture halls. This is like the first class that students take in the School of Business. I have the honor of teaching this class. This introduction is just one example of how we provide support to our students all the way through. So they have a first year support program, a class that they take in the second year, and one at the end that helps our students graduate on time. So, you know, with that being said, we're a student-centered school, and that's exactly what we do at PFW. We try to make our students feel welcome. This is a picture of Dave and Mark, a couple of volleyball players on our volleyball team, but they also live in student housing. And there's tons of events going on campus in our ever expanding city in Fort Wayne. It's going through a revival downtown right about now. But we are very pleased to make the most of the students' situation while they're learning through all their years at PFW. Yeah, I think that's about my time, but I wanted to say thanks. If you have any questions, feel free to email me directly. And yeah, right back on to Christy. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And next we will have Edinboro University.
All right, just give me a moment. Everybody's seeing that. Okay, so if you don't know us, or if you do, we're Edinboro University. My name is Hope Petrocarlo. I'm an assistant director of admissions here at Edinboro. As you can see, we're located in Pennsylvania. We're about 15-20 minutes south of Erie, Pennsylvania, right by Lake Erie, if you know where that is. A really good part of the state, the northwestern side of the state. It's a beautiful area. Here at Edinboro, we have a bunch of academic departments. We have a whole array. We have art. We're a very big art school. I think 19% of our freshmen are enrolled in art, so we really pride ourselves in that. We have biology and health sciences, business and economics is what I'm here for to talk about. Chemistry, we're also a really big nursing school as well. We have a lot of nursing students. We were also founded as an education school. The building that I actually work in was the first building on campus. It once housed 6 classrooms at one time, so housed everything, so it's pretty awesome. We have a bunch of quality programs. Like I said, education is CAPE accredited. That's the best accreditation. Nursing, we have a 97.4 pass rate on the NCLEX exam. Simulation labs with that, criminal justice as well. But for our business side, our School of Business has a high quality undergraduate education. It leads to a lot of diverse employment opportunities in a variety of our fields. Our main goal at Edinboro is to help our students achieve personal, professional, and career advancement through quality instruction, academic advisement, and comprehensive curricula. So here at Edinboro, we have a bunch of different business programs. We have accounting. You can get your Bachelor's of Science and minor in accounting. We have finance. We have our 4+1 MBA program, which is your undergraduate and your master's degree in 5 years. I always tell students it's probably the best and most economical option for you if you're looking to do that. You're in and out in 5 years with a bachelor's and master's degree, which is awesome. It's a recently added program, so we're really excited about that. Business administration, economics, intelligent enterprise, personal financial planning, comprehensive business. So here at Edinboro, we have a bunch of clubs and organizations that you can get involved in according to business. We have our accounting club, which is our professional club for students majoring or interested in accounting. You can join even if you're not taking business, which is awesome. We have our Alpha Kappa Psi fraternity, which is an international professional co-ed business fraternity. It's super popular on campus. Everybody loves it. It's a great way to make friends. We have our business and economics club, which is our professional business club for students majoring or interested in business. We have our marketing club, which is our campus professional club for students majoring or interested in marketing. I was a part of the marketing club when I was here on campus, so it was a great experience for me. I've loved it so much. We also have our Pennsylvania Institute of Certified Public Accountants, which is a state professional association offering student memberships to Edinboro. We also have our campus beehive, which isn't a literal beehive, but it's a club on campus where students working in business or marketing or communications get involved, and they help local businesses around the area kind of jumpstart, kind of get their self out there. So I think it's a really good club. So we have Friends of the School of Business, which are alumni, students, parents, and more who have donated time or money to help constantly improve the education and opportunity for Edinboro. We love our alumni so much, and they love us, and we really like to give them what they gave us, which is happiness. So we love when they help us out with everything. We also have a business advisory board. So the business advisory board at Edinboro includes business leaders and executives who counsel the School of Business with advice and guidance on program changes, requirements, recruitment, retention strategies, and physical plant needs. Here at Edinboro, we have a Center for Career Development. So our Center for Career Development is when you're a freshman, you'll get offered an academic coordinator, and then you'll also get offered an academic advisor, and they will help you with your schedule and everything. They offer individual appointments, classroom presentations, workshops, and programs to provide students with empowering information. This borough model, we really love to go by this. We like the freshmen. This is kind of how it works as your 4 years at Edinboro. You get a base, then you take ownership in what you're doing by your sophomore year. You really start to pride yourself in your coursework. Your juniors, when you get real hands-on experience, you'll start to do your internships and everything. And we have a bunch of internships offered with our School of Business as well. They're kind of made internally and externally through our business department. And then when you're a senior, you'll seize your opportunity and you'll go out into the world and perform what you just learned in the classroom. We work with everybody who visits campus, employers, the career development staff, mentors, faculty, and anyone else who can help connect with you to get you an opportunity after college. If you have any questions, you can always contact us at our undergraduate admissions office. In that white building, that's the building I was talking about, which housed the first few classes there at Edinboro. But I also wanted to share with you an example of a course sequence. So this is what pretty much your 4 years at Edinboro would be looking like, give or take. You could add or take away some classes, but you would be taking microeconomics, macroeconomics, quantitative analysis, intermediate accounting, all a bunch of financial planning as well, and a bunch of good business classes. So that's pretty much my spiel for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you come to visit Edinboro. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. And now we will move into the Q&A part for tonight. So if everyone could please turn on your cameras. And our first question for tonight, what's one thing you want students to remember about your business programs? And if you could answer in the order that you presented.
So one thing I would want students to remember is we actually have a Center of Leadership and Business. So we have an undergraduate major of leadership, and they really incorporate that into all of our business programs because we want our students, no matter if they're an accounting major, entrepreneurship major, sport management major, any of our business degrees, to have opportunities to lead. And kind of like how I mentioned on our PioBiz and Next Gen programs, have the opportunity to manage a small group of people, practice those communication skills, and have those opportunities for leadership. So that would be one thing I'd want them to remember.
I think the one thing I would want students to remember about Xavier is that there is such tremendous opportunity for accessibility, for internships, for professional development. I'm not an alum of Xavier, and so I came in from the outside and was just incredibly impressed at the personal attention that is given to each student, whether it's their success coach, their career coach, the professional mentor, the professors and the connections that they have, and then ultimately, as Kendra did a great job describing as well for UC, the city of Cincinnati, having all those connections there that, we've built for our faculty, we've built for our alumni, and as well as nationwide through the Jesuit Alumni Network too. There's just really, there's no possibility that you can't be launched into whatever you're aspiring to in your particular business field.
I would say the most important takeaway for the University of Cincinnati is experiential learning. Co-op was founded at UC. It's in our DNA. The opportunities are endless, and that does not start when you're an upper class student. That starts during your first year preparing in those fast track classes. You're working with those companies as part of your classroom experience. And then as early as the summer after your first year, you could have a co-op. So you're building that experience, you're building your professional network, you're getting mentors, you're earning money that can help pay for the cost of your education, which is really important for our students. And some of them are graduating without debt. But again, you're exploring all of your options and you're able to confirm and reconfirm that you are making the right choices and have that real world with a safety net while you're doing it. You're able to explore and change jobs, every 3 to 6 months as a student, as opposed to job hopping when you graduate, and understanding company culture and figuring things out like that. So the ability to do that will really help propel you when you graduate. And our students have about 14% more interviews and job offers because of that.
When it comes to Purdue University, Fort Wayne, I think I'm a little biased since I'm the manager of all of the advisors, but I would say that at Purdue University, Fort Wayne, relationships with advisors is really where it's at. We want to have our students be successful, not only inside the classroom and outside the classroom, but for example, right now, I'm getting tons of emails from students who decided to register today. So we want to, make sure that our students our needs are being met, especially when it comes to transfer courses. And there's a big push in Indiana anyway for what we call dual credit in Indiana, but in Ohio, for example, it's called College Credit Plus. And we really want to make sure that we're working with partner institutions to make pathways for students to bring those credits in. So yeah, that's us.
I think one thing to remember about Edinboro is that we really pride ourselves in preparing you to send you out to the next steps. We love giving you opportunities on campus and off campus for internships, student jobs on campus. You can work in our business department directly with the department chairs if you wanted to. Just a lot of experience. And we really want you to make friendships. We want you to remember your time at Edinboro and all the clubs and organizations you were a part of. I think as an 18-year-old, 17-year-old, it's hard to throw yourself out there. But once you join a club, you could automatically have 10 new friends in your class, 10 new study buddies, just something, to make it easier for you. But we love that.
Thank you. Our next question, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
I would say relax. And it's completely okay if you have no idea what you're doing or have no idea what you want to do. I know we have a career center that helps students with career exploration, major exploration. Our most popular major out of all of them is undecided. So if you aren't quite sure where to start, that's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out right now, and utilize your resources within your guidance office or any college you're interested in pursuing. They're all going to have admission offices to help you figure it out. So I know it'll be stressful, but hopefully you can take a big deep breath. There's support if you need it, and that you don't have to have it all figured out. So I know most schools will have admission officers to help you along the way, including financial aid counselors. So don't feel like you have to know everything. Just kind of approach the college search process with an open mind. That would be my biggest advice.
I think something that many of us would probably agree on this call is it's always very impactful to be able to visit multiple schools, visit big schools, visit small schools, visit schools that might have your same religious affiliation, visit large, state schools that might not have that, but have other resources in various offices. So really just kind of get a wide, get an idea of the wide spectrum of different opportunities that are out there. Because I think that you might be surprised sometimes where you find your fit. You might have one idea at the beginning and it can be completely different at the end. And certainly there are different types of visits too. So whether that means going for a tour the first time around and then meeting up with a faculty member or shadowing or doing an open house type event, we all have really kind of cool add-ons for those types of experiences. So take advantage of the visits because that's really what they're there for, is to help you see yourself on your campus.
I am going to go ahead and echo what was just said, and it's visit, visit, visit. There are so many times where students come to campus for orientation and that's their first time being there and it works out and that's amazing. And then there's some times where they realize it's not the best fit and there's a little bit of panic that ensues, and some of that can be prevented by visiting. And it's not always possible to visit every school you're interested in physically in person, but I guess one of the upsides of the pandemic we're coming out of is everyone had to really quickly figure out how to offer alternative options. So there are still a lot of virtual visit opportunities, some great tours, great, great opportunities across campuses through a variety of platforms. So take advantage of that and then ask questions while you're there. Talk to the faculty and staff, talk to the admission staff. We are all there to help. Talk to current students. And if you need to visit a school more than once, that's completely okay. Occasionally students will say, oh, I don't want to, take a spot from someone else, or I don't want to waste your time. It's not wasting time. It's all part of the process. And like was mentioned, there are a variety of different visits, and there are going to be admitted student visits for you to come back and have that lens when you're taking the tour or participating in a program.
So I'm going to echo the last two and say visit, and definitely I love the idea of multiple visits. That's really great idea, Kendra. I'd like that. And I would suggest talking to students a lot, getting their input on what it's like to go there, and also taste the food, because that's where it's at. Okay, so little short story about PFW. Tried this stuff called mastodon sauce, and they put it on their chicken, they put it on their sandwiches, on their burgers and stuff, and like I work at a different part of campus and never get to eat there, and like it tastes like home. So there might be something at the cafeteria that really kind of like will let you say yes, I want to stay. So talk to students, taste the food.
I'm just going to echo off of everybody else because everybody else made great points. Yeah, absolutely. Take a visit, take 3 visits, maybe go to a sporting event, see what the student life is like outside of the classroom, maybe shadow a class if you're interested. Do all these things to get yourself involved before you go to campus to make it really feel like home. Make sure it feels like home. That's the most important thing, especially if you're far away. If you choose a school far away, make sure it feels close enough like home.
Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-minute survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check the schedule and sign up for more sessions that will be happening this week, including our May programming. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/launch. Thank you.